Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 21st through the 27th of December. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guiding card for you. So your guiding card for this month is the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is always talking about having plenty of money, plenty of abundance. It doesn't always have to be cash in hand. So this is abundance around you. You always have enough of what you need. So whatever it is you're working towards, you have enough always. And that's a very good thing. And it's not an easy thing to create. This is created wealth. It is not something that just fell out of the sky. You've got this, but because you worked for it. Okay, cool. So keeping that in mind, it's going to help you all through the month. And that's kind of fun. All right, so let's talk about a couple of messages from my guides. My guides are talking to all 12 signs about how we need to learn to ask for help. This month specifically, we need to ask for more help when we need it. We don't want to be carrying around heavy objects by ourselves. We don't want to be doing big surprises without extra help to, get somebody out of the house, or we can sneak something in. Ta-da! Whatever it is you're doing, get a little help so you don't have to work it out on your own. All right? The other thing to know is that all 12 signs are going to be circling the wagons. We're going to try and get a little closer, a little more in depth with each other, whether we're at work or with our friends or our family. We may not be having those deep, meaningful conversations very much. We hang out a lot, so sometimes we're like, oh yeah, weather, blah, blah, weather, whatever, and that's fine. But on the other hand, this month specifically, we're going to be like, so tell me who's coming into town for you. Are you having family in town for the holiday? What are you doing? What are you doing for the holiday? Blah, 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 blah. And we're going to be sharing our traditions. We'll be sharing other information. It doesn't have to be about the holidays. It can be about personal health, kind of, or fitness goals or something, but it won't be too intense, right? We're not going to go too deep. But at the same time, my mom's gonna come in town, but she's got to get a wheelchair. La, la, la. Oh yeah, I've been there before. So you'll run into people who've actually had that experience and be like, oh yeah, the hardest part is getting the floor clear enough that she can roll. We had to do it. We had to take up all the rugs because they were too much for her to roll over all the time. So we just had to take all the rugs up, and it was weird. But at the same time, it helped her so much to be able to enjoy the space. So you'll find people with interesting information that you hadn't even thought of. That'll be small, minor stuff, but it'll be kind of a big deal in the moment because it'll look like you're super thoughtful, right? But you're also coming together and you'll be able to help other people the same way. And everyone will feel the support of other people, and it'll be kind of nice. You'll actually know each other in a different way. Cool. That's kind of the message there. I am doing a free reading giveaway this month, and at the end of the reading, I will tell you how to enter to win, okay? So let's get into the cards. So I have the 3 cards here from the overview video, and I have this beautiful deck, which is the Magical Nordic Tarot we're using for the mystery card for the month. What do we have here? Your card is right here, this one. All right. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and set these cards aside because, hey, we will do that. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and get more cards from the Mythic Tarot to help support what's going on here. I'll get more information for you. All right. All right, Aquarius, what are we looking at? We have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is here reminding you that there's going to be something going on this particular week that'll be mostly the way you like it, but there'll be things about it that aren't quite your very minor differences, maybe a little something, the color will be off by a shade or two. It won't be exactly what you were hoping for, and you can either return the thing or you can put it off in the garage and worry about it later, or you can just use the darn thing and not worry about the color match problem. But don't ruin your whole day worrying about it and fussing about it, because there's a whole lot of other things that are perfect and you can really enjoy everything else. And I just want you to take good care of whatever that is and not let it slow you down. And, you know, if it's off, don't point it out to everybody. Everybody already will see it or not see it. And if they don't see it, then it doesn't matter, right? So this card here is talking about fighting for your power, fighting for control of a situation. You will want to stand up for what you're in control of in this moment. It may be that somebody else is telling you what you should do about that. You're like, yeah, I'm already getting that you're probably just going to pick that thing up and put it in the garage or the back room until you can return it, because it's just not going to be something you want to deal with or fight about, right? Fighting for control of the thing is unimportant. You will handle it, and it's you've got this, all right? You don't need to have anyone else challenge you about it. It's not to be challenged. It's just what is, all right? Do be aware that you are working your butt off this week to make money. So if there is a chance that some of this could be happening at work, so for some of you, this will be a work-related situation. And once again, you may want to just set the thing that's not quite right off to one side or out of sight so that other people don't need to sit and obsess about it and tell you about it and la-da-da-da-da about it as if you couldn't see it. But yeah, you will, of course. It's going to really mess with your noggin a little bit. So I think putting it away is the best answer. I've been, you know, normally it doesn't come through like this, but today it's coming through exactly like this. It's like, set that aside, hide it. Nobody wants to talk about it that much. But boy, it will be a conversation piece. So let's talk about what's blocking you, all right? Sharing your feelings, not being able to open up and be honest about what you feel or how you feel. Certainly if this is becoming a conversation piece and maybe it's too big to stash and you're looking at this thing and going, oh man. So now you have all this stuff going on and everybody keeps coming up to you. Hey, you know, that's not quite right, right? Like, ugh, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. And you're just, because you're at work, having to say, be polite, even though we talked about you being more open with your friends at work. I mean, I feel like you might almost want to just take a piece of paper, write your note on it, and tape it to the thing. It's like, I know this is a slightly off color. We're going to return it and get the right thing when the time is right. Until then, don't spill on it. Thank you. Right? That way you can have it out there in the open that you're aware, blah, 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 and the conversation can go away. And they will just like have to go, oh, all right. And then you don't have to worry about sharing your feelings about it. You're embarrassed and frustrated about the dumb thing and you don't want to talk about it. So it's like, can we just not talk about that? And I think the note being on there will help a lot. You're blocked by this other person who's very controlling and wants everything their way exactly. And they're going to be all up in your business because you had one job and blah, 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 and don't you know you failed, blah, 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 blah. And it's just such a small thing, too. Just such a small thing. The color of a freaking coffee table. Give me a break. So whatever she's all up in upset about, you just reassure her one more time. We're returning it. We're going to get the right one. It's already been ordered, blah, blah, blah. It's on the way. So, yeah, it's wonderful news. She's quite nasty. So she is going to get in your way and be annoying because she wants to be right. But I feel like if you did that super speedy, quick return and reorder thing, you will end up having the ability to almost switch the coffee table out while she's there. Whoop, getting in your business. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, that's happening. Oh, that's already done. Thanks. So, yeah, I already handled it. Thanks. Sorry you were upset for the snafu. It wasn't my fault that it snafu'd, but there it is. It's there. And the Five of Cups, of course, is showing me that remembering lessons from past relationships at this time is going to be difficult for you. It's not going to help you in this mix because you've seen her in action. You've seen what's happened, and she scares you a little bit, as she should. And, of course, not being able to share your feelings in the moment, she could have you out. Actually, some of my Aquarians are going to be in a bit of a panic every time this chick shows up. So be aware of that and know that you're working very hard to try and get your things done, but you can't share your feelings, at least not with her, and you're going to be needing to take care of the situation, even though you remember that she's not friendly, she's not kind, she's not useful in that way. She's kind of persnickety and annoying, so I'm sorry. But it's going to work its way out. You'll put a little note on it, and eventually it'll just swoop before you, and it'll be gone. And that's kind of cool. I think that you're very good about that. Got that Amazon thing going on hard, but in a good way. The Queen of Pentacles is showing that your solution is going to be to, of course, remember to do the financial return part so that you can get rid of that thing and make sure you get a refund. All right. Don't want to pay twice for something. But this card here is definitely talking about how somebody is going to be looking for a receipt, so pay attention to your paperwork on that too. The Two of Cups is showing me that there will be a partner in the mix on this. So while you're doing all of this, you'll have somebody who's a co-conspirator in the process. So they'll be sitting out at the curb waiting for the delivery guy. Hey, do you have the thing? It should be this size or this size. Come on, let's go. So you'll have the guy with a dolly out there meeting the UPS man, and they'll all come in together and roll that in and get the other one out. It's going to be so great. He might also have the shipping label to put on the old table as we're getting it out of the place, so that you can seamlessly swap and get rid of. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Things are good. This is great. So you have this person who's going to be very much so worried about the finances, a co-conspirator who is going to help you pull off this little switcheroo project, and the magician is you, being able to use all the tools at your disposal to make anything happen. But bam! Watch me go. Ha! I know. Just a minute ago, it wasn't that big a deal, and yet, bam! Now it was a big dumb deal. It turned into a huge issue, and then presto, done. Because you have the magic in your heart, and you've got it all figured out. So I'm so impressed for you, Aquarius. This is awesome. All right, nice. Let's get you a Path of the Soul card. All right. We'll get more information about what's going on this week. All right, we're going to save these cards right here, off to one side. All right, what did you get? Ooh, this is great. So this card here is very much so about creation. It's about pulling things out of other things, and it has that vibe of Mary Poppins bag, right? Endless possibilities about what's in that bag, you know? And you can pull anything out of there that you want or need. You just have to tell the universe what it is, and it will come right out. Actually, I don't think she even waited to tell the universe. She just kind of reached in, and it showed up. She reached in expecting something she wanted in there, and it was. So very cool. I really like it, and I think that this is about you having that. You have that ability right now, this week, to pull things out of wherever you're pulling things out of, and definitely making things happen. And it's going to be very cool. I see some foundations happening here, some capacity to create and build things, which is super cool. I am very happy to see, like, there's a world coming out of the world, right? So that's kind of fun. But yeah, we want to stay creative, stay open, keep learning. And that little part of you that felt uncomfortable sharing, I want you to work on healing that, because it would be very helpful to you to be able to, with somebody, even if it's just your little partner in crime, to really share the real words of your feelings, because when feelings get unexpressed, they kind of run amok and they cause havoc, okay? So what's your mystery card, all right? Ooh, Ten of Wands, dun dun dun. Part of you wants to take all your ideas and go. It's like, okay, that was super ridiculous. This whole week has been stressful and ridiculous because of a damn coffee table. What? Yes, there's something ridiculous in the moment of realizing that all this insanity was over a coffee table, right? So whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a coffee table. It could be very small stuff. It could be very big stuff. But the fact is, somebody has made it almost a life and death situation when it doesn't have to be like that, okay? Nothing has to be life and death. So we want you to pay attention to this wanderlust that has shown up in the overall to say, you might want to think about finding another place to be instead of here. Because if you don't really relate to what all this is, you may not need to, right? Cool. All right, so I'm going to get you a pocket full of rocks. All right, Aquarius, what do we need for you? Oh, nice. So we have tiger eye, we have pyrite, and we have black amethyst. So black amethyst is a 6th chakra stone, and yes, there's a lot of things happening here, so I'm going to have to move him down here so everybody gets more or less where they go. All right, I'll put him down here. So black amethyst, 6th chakra stone, it's about you meditating with this black amethyst on your 3rd eye, and it will show you, when you ask for it, it will show you images of your impact on the universe, the world itself. So we're looking at the globe as it is as a whole, right? And imagine the whole globe, and the little dot that's you, boop, there you are, you're a little yellow dot, right? And then we're going to ask, show me my energy and what influence I've had on the planet, okay? Because I want to know in my lifetime what influence my little energy has had. So they say, oh, look, I'll show you. And they go, bloop, and this is a little ripple that came off of that. And if you've lived in more than one place, your little blip is going to be in more than one place. And you'll see all the little ripples that come off of it. And then you'll see them turn into waves, right? You can be, wow, that's cool. And then they'll turn into a tsunami. Because all of the energy that you've put out there, it multiplies and divides massively when you talk to other people and they're touched, and then they change and they become someone different, and vice versa. They talk to somebody else and they become someone different, and it's like everyone's playing tag and sending your energy somewhere else. Whoop, and they're pushing it on forward to the next person. Awesome. You're having a massive influence, okay, Aquarius? This is neato. Tiger eye is 7th chakra stone, and it usually is meditated upon with right above your head. We want to put that tiger eye above your head where your 7th chakra is, and we want you to meditate with it there. And when you do, you can ask for your better guides and angels to come down and chat with you, and you will have a phone conversation, so to speak. They will talk to you, and they will use words more so than visions. 3rd eye is always going to get visions and stuff, so very nice. I like that. You'll have nice open conversation. And pyrite here is an all chakra stone, or an outer stone. So it really doesn't really work on the chakra specifically, but in your auric field, which is a bubble that lives around your body. When they say, oh, I can see auras, that means they can see a bubble around your body. Very cool. So pyrite here is talking about how when you put this in your pocket, it will go into your auric field and create a shield, and it will protect you from all negative things coming towards you. So no one will come and be physically violent towards you. You'll feel safer, and nobody can get past the pyrite aura, okay? I think that's going to be very good for you. Nice. All right. So you will feel safer. All right. So I'm going to leave those right here. Nice. Now then, Aquarius, my goodness, what a week. Lots of things are happening. I see there's a lot of things happening. God bless Amazon, right? Do your best to get everything taken care of, but once again, do not beat yourself up about any of it, okay? This is just like something that happened. It happens. You make a quick return, no big deal, and somebody else is losing a freaking gasket because they have nothing else in their life that is more important than losing a gasket over whatever this coffee table is. So let it be their problem. If they're going to blow a gasket, that's not your deal. You're just going to like, oh, okay. I want you to know I'm doing everything I can to remedy the situation. And that's all you have to say. You've done everything you can to remedy the situation. That's it. Don't say anything more. Don't say anything less. It's a lot. They're going to be all up in the business of freaking out, and that's their job. So they're going to go sit on the curb and be crazy if they want to. But you don't have to stand around and take it any more than what you just did. and then you'll go do what you got to do with your co-conspirators, all right? It's going to be great. I really appreciate the one and the all of you for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. As always, you don't have to carry these rocks if you don't want to. They are here to support you, and if you want to carry other rocks, you're perfectly welcome to. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're carrying. If you want to carry something else, if you want to talk about the reading, just leave a comment. I'm into it. We'll have a conversation. Haha. And if you haven't checked the description box below, there's all kinds of good stuff there. You can find all the cards that I use so you can get them on Amazon or Etsy, or you can go ahead and get a list of all the fairs that I go to. You can come out and see me at a fair and get an in-person reading. That would be super fun. Or finally, you can always go ahead and book a private reading over the phone if you can't come out. I understand, but I'm here for you as many ways as I can be, all right? Thank you again, and if you're here for the free reading giveaway, the way to enter for that is to go ahead and put an emoji in a comment, all right? So if you put an emoji in a comment, you'll get an entry. If you put 2 emojis in a comment, you'll get 1 entry. If you put 7 different comments with 1 emoji in each one, you get 7 entries. Enter as often as you like. I'm here for it. Go ahead and enter all you want, and I'll put them all in a hat, and at the end of the month, I will pick one out and post it here on the channel. And of course, I will contact you privately to make sure you don't miss out. All right? Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And we will see you next week. All right? When we're talking about the 28th of December through January 3rd.